Hello fellow nerds and welcome to this video about cities in Polytopia. In this video I'm going to tell you almost everything you need to know about cities. How to find villages, how to upgrade them, what the best choices are for each upgrade, what these dots and bars means, as well as some tips and tricks. Remember, if you found this video useful, make sure to let me know in the comments and by liking and subscribing to my channel. We are on our way to 500 subscribers and you can make that happen. Now, without further rambling, let's see how cities work. First off, finding villages. The most important rule for finding villages is that you should look for tiles with fruits, farmlands, animals and fish. These can only spawn in potential borders of cities. Don't get sad when you don't find a village though, because these resources can and will spawn in places that only a city with border growth can reach. So keep looking. Moreover, cities never spawn within the original range of another city's original borders. So in a 3x3 area, there can never be two cities. Upgrading cities. It is pivotal to a balanced gameplay between economy and army, which is the hardest balance to master in Polytopia. You can see how much population is in your city by looking at the white bar under the city. Blue sections mean a population, and the red section means one negative population. Your city upgrades when the entire bar is blue. Each upgrade will provide your city with one additional star per turn. Additionally, workshops and parks add an additional star per turn on top of that. There are some ways you can upgrade your cities. Fruits, animals, lumber huts, sports, outposts and algae, as well as temples provide one population. Farms and wines gives 2 population. Monuments all give 3 population, as do fungi over the span of 3 turns. Then there's also some buildings that give population based on adjacent buildings. Forges gives 2 population for each adjacent mine, windmills give 1 population for each adjacent farm, and sawmills give 1 population for each lumber hut next to it. Connecting your city to your capital using roads, ports, outposts or mycelium also gives 1 population to both that city and your capital. Next up is upgrade choices. From level 1 to level 2 is one of the hardest choices to make. An explorer versus a workshop can be hard to determine. Usually I like to go with this rule of thumb. If I need vision or if I can meet one or multiple opponents, I go for an explorer. Otherwise, I prefer a workshop. Level 2 to 3 get you either a city wall or resources. 5 stars. Most often you'll take the stars. But sometimes, if a city is highly contested by melee units, a wall might be worth considering. A wall only gives a defense bonus to units with the fortify ability, is important to note. Then border growth or population. Border growth, well, expands your border of that city and population growth gives you 3 population. Usually you take the population growth unless you can get another giant with the provided resources and if you have the time to do so. From level 5 onwards you can either pick a super unit or a park. Parks give points and additional star per turn, and super unit gives your tribe super unit. Usually a super unit is the right pick. Another thing to note about cities is that there is only an amount of units it can support. This is indicated by the dots in the bars below the city. If all the segments are full, you can train more units there, often referred to as being capped. This also increases for each level. Then there's some advanced knowledge I can give you when you're getting into the competitive side of this game. A city is worth 100 points, and each tile in its territory is worth 20 points. Upgrading a city gives you 50 points. Each population is worth 5 points. With this knowledge you can figure out how much population your opponent still needs, giving the possibility to anticipate a giant boost for instance. Parks give 250 points, which are mostly used in glory matches. Now here's some fun facts about capitals. You can find a capital of a tribe by looking at the name. If it's underlined, you've got yourself a capital. Additionally, capitals have a little indicator in the city itself with a little crown on top, which is different for each tribe. Starting off, each human player's level 1 capital is giving you 2 stars per turn. But have you ever noticed that bot capitals generate either more or fewer stars? Easy bots produce 1 star per turn. Normal bots produce 2 stars per turn, hard bots 3, and crazy bots produce 5 stars. Now you know why they start spamming swordsman on turn 4. The more you know. Alright everyone, this was everything you need to know about cities. Did I miss anything? Let me know. If you learned something from this video, or if you just like the content, make sure to like and subscribe, as that really makes me happy in tough university times. Some behind the scenes, if this video sounds scripted, it is! I'm trying to increase the quality of my content for you. More behind the scenes, once I get to 500 subscribers, I should be able to get memberships going. And I plan on doing nothing too crazy. Maybe something like 1v1s, or maybe big FFA games, something like that. Let me know what you think about that. Now that is all for today. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.